Welcome to Corvallis, Oregon, in the house Ocho Cinco and Hoosh Manzana built Reser Stadium, home to the Oregon State Beavers. Today, two teams collide from the Pac-12, and conference implications are aplenty. As we'll see, the Texas State Bobcats taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Oregon State Beavers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Bobcats will kick it off to get us underway. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line, a pickup of 6. Guys, let's talk for just a minute about Oregon State. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back. No one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
Tight end now in motion. Jones wants to throw it. He's got him. Breaks into the open. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Wants to throw on first down. Got his man downfield.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
Catch in the middle. It's Stockton. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. The Beavers will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on first down. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Let's take just a second here and look big picture for Oregon State. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
The Beavers are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon State.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. An 84-yard drive there, and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Fires to the middle. Makes a connection. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the 1st down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
To the air on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Second down, he'll throw it. Caught close to the marker, it's Evans. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. And the Bobcats have their offense in high gear. Handoff from the gun. Nice move to keep running. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
Yeah, it's a really good job with the misdirection, right? Bringing somebody's one direction with so much speed, the defense reacts. Now you bring another guy the other direction. Hard to see one and then react to the other, especially with that kind of speed on the field, and that's why you had a big play.
Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And there are certain guys that I want to make sure I hone in on, and I do not give them the football in space. And this running back is one of those guys. Really good job by the defense, keeping their eyes on their keys and not letting him sneak out and get any kind of space. As soon as he touched it, he was on the ground.
The Bobcats didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They'll run the toss. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas State.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
And they did tack on the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The returner will field it and bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. The hand to the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Unloads to the wideout. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Takes the grab. Crosses the 30. He's got away. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable.
Turning it on. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Jones to throw. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Chambers. Touchdown, Beavers! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Got the first down and more. Running free. 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Texas State.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Tennessee is delivering an offensive masterpiece so far. Feels like they've been singing Rocky Top all day. They're up 14 over SMU. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
And how about that one? There he goes. Pass to tag. Touchdown, Oregon State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Got enough for the first down. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Bobcats come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
I give the tight end a lot of credit for holding on to the football. I know he's a big guy, but he just got whacked.
The Bobcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. First and 10 from the 39. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Third and short coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Grab near the sticks. It's Cornelius. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the second effort, getting the extra yards and getting the first down.
Grabs the screen around all kinds of defenders. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Gonna look downfield again. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
That is one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result, QB throws a pick.
Motion from the wideout. Jones wants to throw it. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
And the Beavers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to fire. And as he throws, complete in the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
Third down play from the gun. Makes the grab. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
Third down, man. You'd think this offense would want to throw it down the field, at least past the sticks. With this defense and their athleticism and speed, they gobbled him up behind the line of scrimmage.
The Beavers will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. The Beavers send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He's got it. Slips through the line. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. He'll start this drive going to the air. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Evans. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bobcats. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive feat.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, you know, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. From the gun, running back gets to give. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. The give on the option. A pickup of 5, marks it at the 36-yard line. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Using the quick game. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
Yeah, and when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
A strike downfield. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. And the Beavers with the 1st and 10.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Beavers! A great catch and run for 6.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Wants to throw on first down. He tries to take the top off. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Orlando. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big game.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Trying to hit the sideline on the right. Still running at the 40. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
And that is such great execution by this offense. 3rd down and 2. They know you're running the football, but they were physical. Great job creating a little bit of space. Not only do you get the first down, you chew up a bunch more yards, too. Nice execution.
Got enough space. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Bobcats. That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. From the gun. Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion.
Man, that is a decision offensively that potentially gets you fired as a head coach if you don't come through with that. You could have just tied the game with an extra point, but instead you go for 2 to take the lead, and they get it. Wow.
Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. With that last drive, they looked like they were throwing against air. Just absolute precision execution in the passing game, and it led them to a touchdown. We'll see what they have this possession.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Stockton. Oh, he's got some space. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let him get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles, and got him on the ground.
Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. In a perfect world, quarterback hits his last step, turns the ball loose, receiver comes out of the break, ball's there. That's not what happened there.
Because this isn't a perfect world. Because we're going to put a defender on you, mess up that timing where it's not easy breezy, just like you're throwing on air. It's a nice job by the defense disrupting the timing.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for it.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Oregon State. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. Well, let's count them up. 1, 2, 3. 3 is the magic number for touchdowns.
Yeah, it's as easy as ABC. Goodness gracious. He's been getting whatever he wants, whenever he wants, however he wants. I might want to change something up, or maybe focus on that guy that's getting the football a lot and scoring.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Orlando. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Fires to the tight end. Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26. And the Bobcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Finds his big tight end. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. Excellent situational awareness to make the grab and get just enough of that first down.
And how about the play call? They didn't want to hold on to the football. They wanted to get that thing out of their hand, trust the receiver to make the catch, and then what does he do? Gets the first down, gets out of bounds. New set of downs for this offense.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
From the gun, the running back has it.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Makes the grab on the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. defense changing the play. Jones to throw. It's complete to the left. Trying to take it back. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Beavers!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just going for it all. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously.
Unloads it downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give-up or a chuck it up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz, understanding that everything's going to take a little bit more time to develop if they're going to take those deep shots.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. Looking left. And wings it incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. At midfield, he's got room. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
Man, you got to like these last 2 plays by this offense. You understand, you're in a deficit. You've got to score multiple times to get back in this football game. Nice job pushing the ball down the field, making explosive plays. They're going to need more of it, and they're going to need it fast.
He caught it.
This is an offense that has skill. They've got speed, and because of that, this defense, they can't lull themselves to sleep. They've got a big lead here late, but they've now given up back-to-back big plays. They got to put the clamps down.
And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense.
Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
defense has got to give him a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
75 yards on the touchdown drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Applewhite. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
Got it in the middle. It's Chambers. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
The Beavers are facing 3rd and inches. He'll go to the sneak. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Beavers have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. He is going nowhere, and this defense is manhandling this running game on the last couple of snaps. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Jones wants to throw it. Makes the grab. Turns it on in midfield. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The offense lining up for a first down play. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.